Bailout Tab, approximately $3 trillion so far, and almost all of the TARP cash is spoken for, and some senators and oversight officials have complained of being left in the dark about its use. Cash commitments made by the U.S. government to its main bailout efforts, the Treasury's Troubled Asset Relief Program, or TARP, various Federal Reserve Board programs, and some others, have now reached at least $2.98 trillion, or approximately $3 trillion, said the Special Inspector General for TARP. And that estimate does not include the cost of any more aid for General Motors and Chrysler, or the Warranty Support Program announced by President Obama. It also does not account for the $750 billion cushion against possible future bailouts that President Obama included in his fiscal year 2010 budget request. Even so, that astounding total is about as big as the entire federal budget was before the current financial crisis began. It's like having a second U.S. budget dedicated solely to saving the U.S. financial system. And that truly is surreal, said Finance Committee Chairman Senator Max Baucus, Democrat of Montana. The $2.98 trillion figure represents tax dollars that are committed to bailout operations, not money that has been appropriated and spent. The TARP, the original Financial Rescue Fund, passed last year, is almost out of money. The Treasury has announced plans for approximately $667 billion of its $750 billion in TARP funds. About $300 billion of the $667 billion has already been sent to participating banks. And the Obama administration has been careful to depict the TARP as broad-based, helping banks in cities and towns all across the nation. That is true in the sense that 364 institutions throughout the U.S. have received TARP money. But the majority of the funding went to a small number of recipients, with 26 firms receiving approximately 93% of TARP cash. Tracking what banks do with TARP money once they get it remains a big issue in Congress. Rather than wait for the Treasury to produce data on the issue, the Special Inspector General said he went ahead and asked all 364 recipients of TARP cash to report on how they had used it. They all responded. Some provided more detail than others. But overall, one thing is clear. Complaints that it is impractical, impolitic, or a waste of time to get banks to detail their use of TARP funds are unfounded. The Inspector General said. Still, both senators and oversight officials have complained of being left in the dark by the Treasury. The Treasury official in charge of TARP declined to appear and answer questions at the session. There is no transparency. So, it means Congress and the American people have been cut out of this equation, said Elizabeth Warren, chair of the Congressional Oversight Panel for TARP, or TARP. And $3 billion is a whole lot of money. It's a tremendous amount of money. It's almost unimaginable. And who who's going to pay back this money? How are they going to pay it back? And when are they going to pay back all these trillions of dollars that are being spent on the economic crisis, a recession, or bailouts, whatever have you called it? The future generations, the kids, or the kids yet unborn? How does the government know for sure that the economy is going to get better? How do they know for sure that these vast sums of money will actually be paid back in the future? Or is some of it just wishful thinking? And is the recession or economic crisis, has it really hit a bottom? Is it really starting to get better? Or, once again, is it more wishful thinking? Anyway, there's something bigger going on here. There's something much more going on around the world every day. And in turn, all these are more signs of the end times transition days. The transition must happen. It must happen rapidly. And all these are more signs day by day.